Hello world, welcome to Living by Abundance, where we learn the key principles and techniques for living life by abundance. Abundant health, wealth, love, and care. Join us as we dive into today's discussion. Ethical insights, harnessing critical thinking for moral decisions and living by abundance. In today's complex world, making moral decisions can feel overwhelming. Every day we face situations where the right choice isn't always clear-cut, and understanding the ethical implications of our actions becomes crucial. By combining critical thinking with ethical reasoning, we can navigate these challenges thoughtfully and intentionally, aligning our decisions with our values. Whether it's standing up for someone, choosing honesty over convenience, or evaluating the broader impact of our actions. Critical thinking empowers us to act with integrity and confidence. Living by abundance means striving for a life of balance, fulfillment, and growth, not just for ourselves, but for others too. Cultivating ethical decision-making is key to this journey because it fosters empathy, fairness, and responsibility. So how can critical thinking help us make better moral decisions? Here are 20 detailed strategies to explore how you can develop a thoughtful approach to ethical dilemmas and live by a stronger moral compass.
Before we dive in, I want to share something that will help you manifest abundance even faster. The Living by Abundance Ultimate Affirmation Bundle. This bundle includes a 120-day affirmation ebook with 365 printable affirmation cards and a daily affirmation audio and video experience. All of this to help rewire your mindset for your Living by Abundance journey. It all starts with your mind, so get your bundle and start your transformation today at livingbyabundance.com. Now let's get into today's discussion.
1. Understand your values. Ethical decision-making begins with an honest evaluation of your core values as they form the foundation for your moral compass. Values like integrity, kindness, fairness, and respect guide how you make decisions, especially when faced with dilemmas. For instance, if transparency is an essential value, you'll choose honesty in challenging situations, even if it feels uncomfortable or inconvenient. Take time to reflect on what matters most to you by journaling or discussing values with loved ones. Critical thinking helps you identify if your choices align with your values or if you're compromising them, ensuring your actions are authentic and meaningful. Second question, your assumptions. Assumptions often shape how we approach problems without us realizing it. For example, you might assume someone ignored you intentionally when they may have been preoccupied or unaware. Questioning your assumptions, asking, what am I basing this on? Is it fair or accurate? Helps uncover the truth and avoid misunderstandings. Critical thinking allows you to explore alternative explanations, fostering greater empathy and fairness. By challenging assumptions, you open yourself to more thoughtful and informed decisions that consider all aspects of a situation. 3. Gather all the facts. Acting without understanding the full picture can lead to misguided choices. Ethical decision-making requires you to gather all relevant facts, ensuring you have an accurate perspective. Ask questions like, what really happened here? Or, what key details am I missing? For instance, when dealing with a conflict at work, hearing all sides of the story prevents bias and allows for a fair resolution. Taking time to collect facts empowers you to make decisions grounded in reality rather than assumptions or partial truths. 4. Consider the consequences. A core principle of ethical decision-making is evaluating the consequences of your actions. Critical thinking encourages you to consider both short-term and long-term effects by asking, who will this impact and how? For example, lying to avoid blame might solve a temporary problem but could damage trust and relationships over time. By weighing outcomes, you ensure that your choices minimize harm and promote the greatest good. Considering consequences also fosters accountability. making you mindful of how your decisions influence others. 5. Recognize emotional influences. Emotions like anger, excitement, or fear often cloud judgment and lead to impulsive choices. For example, reacting in frustration during an argument may escalate the issue instead of resolving it. Critical thinking helps you pause and recognize when emotions are influencing your actions. By balancing emotions with logic, you can respond calmly and rationally. Techniques like taking deep breaths or stepping back to reflect ensure that your decisions are thoughtful and not driven solely by emotional impulses. 6. Examine multiple perspectives. Considering different perspectives enhances both empathy and ethical reasoning. Ask yourself, how would this decision affect others, and how might they see the situation? For example, if you're debating whether to take credit for a team effort, think about how your teammates would feel. Examining diverse viewpoints fosters fairness and reduces the risk of self-centered thinking. By stepping into others' shoes, you make decisions that are more considerate, inclusive, and ethically sound. 7. Identify ethical principles involved. Every moral dilemma touches on ethical principles like honesty, respect, and fairness. Identifying these principles helps clarify the right course of action. For instance, in a situation where a classmate is being unfairly treated, principles like justice and integrity demand that you stand up for them. By naming the ethical values at play, critical thinking provides a framework for evaluating your choices. This clarity ensures that your actions align with your moral standards. 8. Avoid groupthink. Groupthink occurs when people conform to the majority opinion to maintain harmony, often ignoring ethical concerns. For instance, if your friends engage in gossip, you might feel pressured to join in. Critical thinking encourages you to question whether the group's behavior aligns with your values. Stand firm and ask yourself, is this right, or am I just going along with everyone else? Challenging groupthink requires courage, but often leads to more ethical and meaningful choices. 9. Evaluate shortcuts and justifications. People often justify unethical actions with shortcuts like everyone does it or it's just easier this way. Critical thinking helps you recognize when you're rationalizing behavior that conflicts with your values. Ask yourself, is this truly the right thing to do, or am I making excuses? For instance, cutting corners at work may save time, but compromise the quality of your results. Evaluating shortcuts ensures you act with integrity rather than convenience. 10. Use the golden rule. The golden rule, treat others as you want to be treated, is a simple yet powerful ethical guideline. When faced with a decision, ask, how would I feel if someone did this to me? For example, if you're considering breaking a promise, imagine how it would feel if the roles were reversed. This perspective promotes fairness, empathy, and mutual respect, ensuring that your actions reflect the kindness and integrity you value. 11th, consider long-term impact over short-term gain. Ethical decisions often require balancing immediate benefits with long-term consequences. For example, lying to a friend might resolve a conflict temporarily but harm your relationship in the long run. Critical thinking allows you to look beyond short-term convenience and prioritize choices with lasting positive effects. By focusing on the bigger picture, you ensure that your actions build trust, integrity, and enduring success. 12th, reflect on past decisions. Reflecting on previous decisions, both good and bad, provides valuable insights for the future. Ask yourself, what did I learn from this experience? Could I have handled it differently? For example, if a past decision led to unintended harm, reflecting on it can help you recognize where you went wrong. By analyzing past dilemmas, critical thinking strengthens your ability to approach future challenges with greater wisdom and clarity. 13. Seek guidance from trusted mentors. When faced with difficult ethical choices, seeking advice from trusted mentors can provide clarity and fresh perspectives. Talk to people who demonstrate sound judgment and share your values. For example, discussing a workplace dilemma with a mentor might reveal solutions you hadn't considered. Seeking guidance ensures that you approach complex decisions thoughtfully and avoid making choices in isolation. 14. Avoid rationalizing ends justify the means. It's tempting to justify unethical actions by focusing solely on the outcome. For instance, cheating on a test might achieve a good grade, but undermines honesty and hard work. Critical thinking reminds you that both the means and the ends matter. Evaluate whether your actions reflect your values, regardless of the result. Ethical decision-making ensures that the process is just as meaningful as the outcome. 15. Cultivate empathy. Empathy is essential for making ethical decisions because it allows you to consider others' emotions and experiences. For instance, understanding a coworker's struggles might shift your perspective from judgment to compassion. Take time to ask, how would I feel in their position? Cultivating empathy deepens your moral reasoning, encouraging decisions that are both fair and considerate. 16. Think before you act. Rushing into decisions often leads to unintended consequences. Critical thinking encourages you to pause and ask, is this choice aligned with my values? Whether it's responding to an argument or choosing a course of action, giving yourself time to think fosters clarity and ethical decision-making. Taking even a brief moment to reflect can prevent regret and ensure more thoughtful choices. 17. Recognize moral dilemmas. Some decisions involve a conflict between two ethical values. For example, telling the truth might hurt someone's feelings, while withholding it preserves their comfort. Recognizing moral dilemmas allows you to weigh options carefully and consider which choice aligns most closely with your principles. Critical thinking helps you find a thoughtful balance between conflicting values. 18. Stay consistent with your values. Consistency in your actions builds trust, integrity, and a strong moral character. For example, if you value fairness, ensure you treat everyone equally, regardless of the circumstances. Staying true to your principles, even when it's difficult, demonstrates ethical strength. Critical thinking helps you identify when your actions align with your values and when they need adjustment. 19th, address conflicts of interest. A conflict of interest arises when personal gain influences your judgment. For example, making decisions that benefit you but harm others can compromise ethics. Recognizing conflicts allows you to evaluate situations objectively and act transparently. Being honest about your motivations ensures that your decisions remain fair and ethical. 20. Take responsibility for your decisions. Accepting accountability for your actions, both good and bad, demonstrates maturity and integrity. When mistakes happen, owning them and making amends builds trust and respect. Critical thinking reminds you that ethical decision-making requires accountability and growth. By taking responsibility, you foster a culture of honesty and continuous improvement. Making ethical decisions is rarely easy, but with the power of critical thinking, you can navigate even the most challenging moral dilemmas with confidence and clarity. By understanding your values, questioning assumptions, and carefully weighing the consequences of your actions, you set yourself on a path of integrity and purpose. Each decision you make becomes an opportunity to align with what you truly stand for, fostering trust, personal growth, and a life of abundance. As you incorporate these strategies into your daily life, remember that ethical decision-making is a journey, not a destination. It's okay to stumble or learn from past mistakes. What matters most is your commitment to improving and reflecting along the way. When you think critically and act ethically, you not only enrich your own life, but also contribute to a more just, compassionate, and thoughtful world. So take the time to pause, reflect, and make decisions that truly honor your values. After all, living with integrity is one of the most rewarding forms of abundance we can achieve. Ready to embrace ethical insights and make meaningful choices? Start small, stay consistent, and watch how critical thinking transforms the way you approach life's challenges. Your journey toward living by abundance begins with one thoughtful decision at a time. Did you enjoy learning with us? Don't miss out on future insightful videos for Living by Abundance. Hit those like and subscribe buttons and turn on notifications so you never miss an update. Together, we will continue to learn the key principles and techniques for living by abundance. Abundant health, wealth, love, and care. Want more? Make sure to explore livingbyabundance.com to dive deeper into this and other topics and for more tips and techniques for living by abundance. Don't miss out on the opportunity to continue improving your personal growth and transformation on your journey to living by abundance.
Real quick, let me share something powerful that will support your journey of living by abundance. The Living by Abundance Ultimate Affirmation Bundle. A powerful 3-in-1 system designed to rewire your thoughts and attract confidence, wealth, health, and success into your life. Are you ready to transform your mindset, elevate your life, and manifest abundance every day in every area of your life? Yes, you can have abundance in every area of your life. This bundle includes everything you need to build an unstoppable mindset for living by abundance. A 120-day affirmation ebook with daily prompts to shift your mindset. 365 printable affirmation cards, one for each day of the year, ready to inspire you. 365 affirmations audio and video experience for daily reinforcement wherever you are. With this bundle, you'll cultivate a mindset of abundance and gratitude, strengthen self-love and confidence every single day, attract financial prosperity, and improve your health. Boost focus, productivity, and motivation to crush your goals. This is a massive investment in yourself. Don't wait. Your life-changing mindset shift starts today. Get your Living by Abundance Ultimate Bundle and manifest the life you desire. Visit livingbyabundance.com and get your ultimate bundle and upgrade your journey to living by abundance today.
You're always welcomed at livingbyabundance.com. See you soon and keep living by abundance.